I got one thing I want to show you about Trump. It's a very, very, very short clip from Midas Touch. One of these violent January 6s, guess what happened after Trump pardoned them? They were jailed immediately. Have a look at this.
So this right here is Daniel Ball. He's one of the January 6 insurrectionists, one of the violent ones who Donald Trump freed as part of his executive order. The thing is, the second that he was freed by Donald Trump and pardoned by Donald Trump, he went right back to jail. Let me explain. So within 24 hours after being released from prison by Donald Trump, he was sent back to jail for violating the law for illegal possession of a firearm by a felon. All in addition to...
Have a listen to this though, right? Because we think about these guys like on January 6th, they kind of got a bit ahead of themselves. And they got, this guy has a record, right? And this is who Trump released and who has already gone back to jail.
Felon. All in addition to what he did on January 6th, had 3 prior felony convictions.
3 other felonies.
Domestic violence, battery by strangulation, resisting law, firearm by a...
That was a nice one. Did you hear that? Strangulation, domestic violence. This is the person, one of the people that Trump pardoned.
Felon. All in addition to what he did on January 6th, had 3 prior felony convictions. Domestic violence, battery by strangulation, resisting law enforcement with violence, and battery against a law enforcement officer. Back the blue, huh? That's the thing about Trump's pardons. These weren't just people who happened to be moseying about around the Capitol on January 6th. Many of these people are violent criminals who have not only on January 6th, but at other times of their life, violently assaulted police officers. An insider reported that when Donald Trump was thinking about who he should pardon, he ultimately said the following: "Eff it, release them all." I'm sure this is just going to be the first case of one of the violent insurrectionists who Donald Trump released heading back to prison. To stay up to date on all the news, make sure you're following us right now.
Fair enough. Midas Touch, they're legendary. You know, Lucy Lawless gave Midas Touch the shout out over the Christmas period, gave us one as well. So Midas Touch, BHN, Midas Touch, BHN, right there. Yeah, there you go, Chewie. There's a small one for you from the Trumpster. One of his, you know, good people, very good people.
You are fake news.
You know,
Okay, you fake news.
The thing with the January 6th guys is, like, I know there's a lot of criticism of US law enforcement. There's a lot of problems there, but there's also a lot of people that see the January 6th guys for exactly what they are: people trying to do a coup or an insurrection. They take it very, very personally, and I think this is the way around it. Oh, Trump pardoned you for this thing? Cool, we're still watching you, and we still know that you're a multi-denominational shitbag. We'll find any reason to put you back in there. So hopefully that's a blueprint going forward. We'll see. I wouldn't place any bets, but we'll see. Hey, one thing I wanted to talk to you about Trump. Remember, he signed this executive order straight in saying that there's only 2 genders.
Yeah.
Have you seen that he might have fucked that up?
Oh, really? That surprises me so much, Chewie. Hang on.
It's shocking, isn't it?
I am so surprised.
I'm just trying to find the wording on a website that doesn't have an ad block. But apparently they kind of went into some real pseudoscience descriptions of...
color me surprised.
From conception, male or female.
Oh.
Yeah. Chat, if you know your biology, from conception, what gender are we?
What, when you're 2 or 4 cells?
All embryos start female.
Yeah.
So they fucked that up. So every male in the US is trans. Sorry, don't make the rules.
I heard someone talking the other day about X, and they say you're not allowed to call it X because they're so pro-dead naming people. Got to use their original names. You must call it Twitter. It has to be Twitter. It can't be anything else because Twitter is not allowed to transition to X. I'm sorry. So now by law, thanks to Donald Trump, we must call it legally Twitter. So we always knew it was always going to be Twitter.